My name is Amanda Ruiz, and I am so overwhelmed to be at Lenka's most excellent event called Extraordinary Live. It is extraordinary, Lenka. Thank you so much for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm here with my sister, who is also enjoying the 3-day festival of learning how to be an outstanding entrepreneur. So tell me, where have people flown in from to come to Extraordinary Live?
Well, I'll tell you, we have got women from over 20 countries represented at this event. So this is truly a global event for all the women who have got a huge calling in their heart and they know that they're meant for something bigger. Mm-hmm. They're here to make a real change. And this event is really to help them make it happen.
And what kind of entrepreneurs are here? So they've all come from South Africa, Thailand, Holland, you name the country. Tell me some countries and tell me what they tend to do in terms of, are they product or service-based businesses?
USA, Canada, Netherlands, Germany, Thailand, South Africa, Australia, you name it. We've got women here. We have got most of women who are here today are in service-based industries, mm-hmm. Who previously refused to choose between professional success and fulfilled life, and they wanted to do something that really fulfills them. So we have got service-based industries here. We have got photographers, videographers, social media specialists, as well as plenty of coaches. Of course, I'm a coach, so naturally I attract lots of those. Healers, acupuncturists, you name it. But ultimately what really joins us all is that desire for making a difference in the world and also being paid generously for it. I think it's very important.
Yes, so that's what you're famous for helping people double, triple, quadruple what they actually are turning over. But these people, these women who've come here, haven't just woken up and been a social media expert. They are former, high-class lawyers, or yes. What are their former professions?
Yes, various industries again, but this is the thing, what they find out. Oftentimes women find out when they leave the corporate environment where they thrived in. I mean, you heard it on a stage, some of the women said, previously I could sell ice to Eskimos if it was for my employer, but when it's selling myself or my services, something is different, right? Dynamics changed. So this is what it's about. It's helping them to be able to sell and market our services with confidence, with power, and in alignment with our values. So we don't need to be salesy, we don't need to be pushy, and still we can create that extraordinary growth and double, triple, quadruple revenues, go to multiple 6 figures, 7 figures, multiple seven figures with much greater ease.
Mm-hmm. And actually what you're announcing here at this very event is your new book, which is just freshly out, Energetic Selling and Marketing. So just tell me about energetic selling. What's the core thing about being an energetic seller? Because I previously thought it just means walking into a room and going, woohoo, I'm here, buy my product. But it is not that. I've been learning over the 3 days. It's nothing to do with that at all, is it? So tell me about your book.
Not really. I mean, you see the energy is that signature that we carry with ourselves, charisma, if you like, mm-hmm. or sometimes charisma. I like of it, aura, if you like, and we cannot fake it. We cannot fake it. We can come across as somebody really confident, powerful, knowing what we're doing and getting results, or we can come across, we can say with the words what our clients need to hear, but with our energy, who we really are, we tell them everything. So we went a little deep as well during this event, and we are, if you like, really restructuring who we consider us to be as women, as entrepreneurs, as thinkers, as change makers, and how we approach selling, marketing, money, and serving other people, mm-hmm. and interacting with other people all together. Interacts, the belief system around this, the attitudes, the values, all of it interacts and creates our energetic field. And that is what we're putting to work in a business via this work, what we're doing here, so we can experience the success much more easily.
So in your book, you talk about some case studies, and we've actually seen the people on stage, coming up with their amazing case studies of how you've managed to transform people's businesses. You had Lee Daniel up yesterday, who went from, 600K. Now her target is $2 million, isn't it?
Yes.
So you've got some amazing things. They're actually talked about within this book.
Yes, sure.
And you have talked about a few chapters in the book as well. So what would you say is the chapter that you've got to skip ahead or you've got to read about 50 times. So, you know, to really get the transformation in your business.
There is no D chapter. The reason why, because if you do one chapter and it can be amazing, but you want to read it all, I put this book very carefully together.
Yeah.
So it will take our leader on the journey. So it's like really, if you build a rocket, you cannot say, I'm going to focus on this part and ignore the rest.
Yeah.
So you need to read it all. But I mean, all of our favorite chapters, the one I mentioned yesterday was about the structure of our reality. And that's, how do we really structure this freaking thing called reality? And when we contemplate on some of the principles, for some people it will be new, for some people it will not be new. But when we get into our beautiful heads, how really powerful we are, everything changes. And that's chapter 4.
Okay, and it's actually quite an emotional event because we've had lots of people actually in tears over this, because I think you've kind of really drawn out of people their emotions and actually unblocked, made lots of blockages. So that's to do with your NLP. Just give us a quick touch on that and then we'll wrap up.
Well, NLP is practical psychology, isn't it? It's the instruction manual for the mind, and I've studied it in depth. I got myself trained to highest level. I train other people to be practitioners, master practitioners, etc. So of course there is a lot of NLP because it's just a powerful set of tools, not only how to read the people, how to read the energy, but what to do, to create extraordinary change really quickly. So we used a lot of those techniques throughout the event as well.
So I'm going to say, I really will say this, I've been to so many conferences and events, and Lenka really is, she walks her talk, she is a guru, an international guru, and she is phenomenal. So Lenka, Lutonska, thank you very much. This is Amanda Ruiz from Amanda Ruiz PR. Thank you for being on my PR mastermind. I'm really enjoying working with you. Likewise. And I'm going to be working in your mastermind. So how exciting is that? Thank you very, very much.
Thank you so much, everyone.